Sue here from Sue's Dog Broadknife Garden today, and it's the 27th of July 2021, and I've just come outside for a little while. I was going to start on painting the chicken house today, but it's quite late in the afternoon and I think I'll start doing it tomorrow because there are a couple of jobs I need to do in the polytunnel today which are quite urgent. There's one of them white butterflies in here again. Anyway, I took down a couple of the hanging baskets. So I've got all these plants, I need to get them in somewhere. So I'm going to go through them outside here. It's mainly the alyssum, I think, and some of the daisy things that are looking like I need to take them out. I know that seems a bit ruthless, but I do have other plants that I need to put in. So I've actually got some lobelia that I need to put in and some Bizzy lizzys that I really need to put in. So I think that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to take out the daisy type things, river daisies or something they're called, and I'm going to put in the lobelia. I have a big tub of it, maybe another geranium or something, I don't know really. Anyway, but probably some, what do you call them, Bizzy lizzys, because they look like they need potting on. Sorry, I just got to bend down here to get to the table, get my couple of pots of lobelia. So I'm going to put one on the table around the other side, and I'm going to take a couple outside to do as well. So I have just been looking at my tomatoes. Some of them are really yellow. I think I might need to give them some more food. And the pots are really small. I think they could be a bit pot bound, but they have trusses on now, not many, but they look a bit weak and wishy-washy then too. Oh, I've got to get this butterfly out of here. I think I'm going to do that today. So I'm just going to pop one of these pots on the table over here, and I will show you me doing it. I will do it inside the polytunnel. I just need to clear it up outside because it's a very messy job, like cutting off all the dead flowers. So I don't want to mess up all my polytunnel, making it all messy and dirty. So I'll go and trim off the flowers outside, and I'll be back in a minute with the camera turned around so you can, so the camera's hanging up so you can see what I'm doing today. Okay, see you in a minute. Right. I'm just going to do this. If I remember where I'm supposed to look. Hello again, Sue here from Sue's Dog Broadknife Garden today. So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to get up to today. So I've decided, because it's quite late in the afternoon and I went shopping this morning, and it's quite heavy kind of weather today, quite really pressing down on you. Today it makes you feel really tired and weird. Anyway, so it's sort of thundery, there's no wind, but it's quite warm. I don't know what the temperature is. I've got my thermometer here. Where's it gone? Oh, it's there. Anyway, I've just cleared up my hanging basket, so I'm going to do 2 today, then 2 tomorrow. The one in the middle doesn't really need to do. The one in the middle doesn't need doing because it's got quite a lot of stuff in it already. But these two, the 2 at that end and 2 at this end, starting to get really scruffy looking. So I've had to be ruthless and take out all the dead stuff. And now I'm just going to go around the edges with some lobelia, a couple of pansies. I don't mind this plant here. Excuse me, plant. Touching my leg, so I don't want to damage it. And I'm going to put a couple of these Bizzy lizzys in. So I need to get them in the garden or in pots or do something with them. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is just take out some soil that's wet, really wet actually. I didn't realise it was that wet. So I'll do the hanging basket so wet, and then make some little holes make sure there's no roots left from the previous plants, which there are. Just take out some, and then just put some drier compost in. So in this one, what is left, there's a very small amount of aubrietia that isn't got dead bits on, a little bit of aubrietia there, and a fuchsia in the middle. That's all that's in here. So this one I've taken out all of the daisy things and the other pansies. So what we'll do first is we'll just put the pansies in first. So we'll just get them out and see how pot bound they are. They're dry. Oh dear, some things are really wet and some things are really dry in my polytunnel. So look, there's some tiny little pansies there. So what I'll do is I'll just pop them in because they grow back. And just give them a bit of helping hand with some newish compost from the, there you go. Oh, they're tiny, look, they've got little weeny ones there. Oh, split them up a little bit. I'll just pop them in as a little clump. I'll put them near this sort of middle because they can get quite tall, the pansies. I'll just pop that one in there. And then by the time these pansies grow, these particular aubrietia might not be going anymore, so we just keep replacing the plants so that we've always got some in here until the frost bites, and then that'll be the end of that anyway, so there won't be any more after the frost comes, unless I can find something that's frost resistant. I'll have a look, because whatever, you know that the frost will kill everything. Well, it will. Anyway, so I decided to do this today. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do tomorrow, hopefully. But it won't matter if it's raining because it'll be indoors. So it'll be inside the stable. So if it's raining tomorrow, it'll be great because then I can go and do that. And then not worry about getting wet. Anyway, so I'll put them in. Right, so I might put a couple of these Bizzy lizzys that I did from seed. I've got nice red ones here, like red. Come out without breaking them. Oh, they're very, very pot bound. I think that's just one. I think I changed them so there's only one in each. Oh, there's two in one. No, mainly one in each one, thank God, because it would be quite difficult to separate them now. So there's a pretty one. Look, it's already flowering. So we'll put that here. I'll just ease the roots a little bit, just so it can grab hold of the compost. Put it in at an angle. Mind their little pansy. Probably should have put the Bizzy lizzy in first, shouldn't I? Never mind. Yeah, don't waste any of your little flowers. I'll just backfill it. Make sure you don't break the stems on Bizzy lizzies, they're quite fragile. But they are rather nice. And you have to deadhead all these flowers, by the way. So you have to go round at least once a week and deadhead the flowers if you want them to keep flowering, which is what I did do with the others, with the pansies and everything. But they do come to the end eventually, and they have been in this hanging basket for quite a few months. Oh, that's, what's that? Oh, they're just little leaves off of the, I'm trying not to disturb these tiny little pansies I just put in. There. Okay, so the rest is just going to be lobelia. Okay, so I'm just going to put lobelia around the rest. I think these are a multicoloured one. Oh, these are really dry. And I'll just break them up into small clumps. So, like so. There's quite a lot in each little clump. And put them at an angle as well, sort of facing outwards, and try and put them right near the edge because you want them to hang over. There we go. And that'll be enough. I don't need any more. That'll fill out. That really will fill out. So we want them to have enough room to grow. There's about 3 or 4 little plants in each clump. Like that. It only takes a few minutes to do this. It's really not that complicated. It just makes it look nice in here and attracts all the insects, the flying insects that you need in your polytunnel to germinate all your stuff, and just add some life into your polytunnel. And I just like them. 2 of these hanging baskets were for outside the front of the house, but I liked them so much I left them in here. But I think this time I will buy a couple more hanging baskets and put some outside the front of the house this time. So I do like them outside the front of the house. They look really pretty. Not sure what that's going on there, so never mind. I'll just put another one here because there seems to be a gap, and a couple more around this side, and then we've got loads of these, by the way, because I've got this whole pot as well, and this one. So, and there's loads in each clump. So we just grab a biggish clump this time, put it next to these. I don't know if, yeah, they're all Brescia. Yeah, I keep getting these plants mixed up. So these ones here, these are all Brescia. Some of them were a bit straggly, so I just took them out. That one's alright. And these ones are lobelia. They're all sort of trailing plants that you put in hanging baskets, window boxes, things like that. Anyway, so that's actually done now. So there we are. So what I'll do is I'll just put it on the floor and get the other one, and then we'll hang them up at the end. Give them a little water, not too much. That one's done. So in this one had the a lot more stuff in it, and it's got this plant in it that sort of trails. This one, which I got out of my garden, by the way. Oh, actually no, I did buy a pot, but I do actually have this in the garden growing, and it sort of puts these runners down. So I've noticed that this one has a runner coming across, and it's got a new little leaf, and then it's got a runner going across to this side. So and there's 4 or 5 of these. So when the end of the season comes, I will take these out and store them in pots, because I will want these for next year. They should just die back and come back again, I think. I'm not sure. But the geraniums, which I know come back again, I will take indoors into my house and keep them in there, because they make nice house plants as well. I just noticed I need to cut this stem here, because we seem to have this one stem in the middle with nothing on it. Oh, these cutters are no good. You're better off with a pair of scissors with this, because it's quite soft. So I'm just trying to trim it up so it doesn't have, like, I know this looks rather ruthless, but it'll be worth it when it springs back to life. So this is one of the geraniums that I've done from seed. And this is, yeah, there is just one pansy left in here, which seemed to be alright, but the rest I took out. So the same principle as before. So I would scoop out some of the earth that's already been used, from around the edge, put some new earth in. I'm only doing the edge though for that, because there's roots all in here for the geranium. That's it. I'll put some new soil in like so. Just top it up a bit. There we are. There. do that bit there. There. And then the same as what we did before, so we're just putting a few pansies. Where are the pansies gone? Here. So we'll try and get some big pansies and leave the little pansies. And we'll get some big ones. There's some big ones here. That one's quite big. This sort of size is quite good. Put them sort of in the middle. There we go. So we've got about 3 or 4 of those in. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong plants. I'm on the wrong plants. This one's quite big. This is quite a good sized one. Let's just turn this round. That one there. I will try and find some winter flowering plants and just try and keep these going. There's a nice pansy there. That's a good one. And put that one there. So that's enough pansies. So we've got 3 pansies. Because we've got to keep some for the other pots. 3 pansies in there. Now we'll just put a couple of these in. Put 2 maybe. I've still got the coleus I could put in, but the only trouble is with the coleus, I don't think you can see it. You can see the underside of the leaves if I put coleus in the hanging baskets, but when I look, if you look on the underside, they're not as pretty as the top. So it's sort of a bit of a waste to use the coleus for the hanging baskets, I think, because you're not really going to see them properly. They're better off in tubs and stuff, so that you can get the full benefit of the beauty of these wonderful leaves. So I might just dot some in the polytunnel actually, because I've got quite a few and I don't really want to put them outside. I think this is a pink Bizzy Lizzy. So oh, it's getting really dark. I reckon it's going to rain soon. So I'm going to put that here at an angle, like I said before. And quite deep, take up quite a lot of room. There we go. And the reason why I put them at an angle is so that they sort of grow outwards instead of just straight up like the geraniums do. And you don't need loads of plants that grow straight up in your hanging basket because it'll look weird. There. Right, I need another one. I used 2, I think. Let's try and get a different coloured one. When did I plant these? I done these on the 6th of the 4th is when I sowed the actual seed. So they're good. And I potted them on. Let's do this one. Oh, whoa. Look. There's slugs in there. Wow. Just shows you slugs get everywhere. Ew, that's disgusting. I'll go and throw them in my compost bin. Oh, just as well I've done these, isn't it? It's because they're nice and damp inside. Amazing, eh? So I'll pop this one this side. Do now is just put some lobelia around the edge like I did before and try and keep my pansies together. Hold on, my pansies here, I need to keep them together, not lose any of them, need them all. Put them back in this pot for a minute. I'm only going to do these 2 hanging baskets, and the others I'll do tomorrow because I need to put on some stuff as well. So I've just pushed all those. Put that in there. I don't want to lose any of them. There's some teeny weeny ones in there. Right, so I'll just pop them back there, and I will give them a little water. It's getting really dark. I reckon it's going to pour down with rain. We could do some rain. Saving water in the garden, but then all the weeds are growing. But never mind, they're all grown anyway now. Doesn't really matter anymore. Right, let's just get some of these lobelia. These ones have all broken away from the bunch. Let's just put some three at a time. Put them in quickly. Little clumps of them. Let's see what time it is in a minute. Must be nearly dinner time. Oh, here comes the rain. Frankie! Oh, my dog. He needs to come in here. Frankie, do you want to come in? Is it raining? No? Not raining yet. It's going to rain. I'll get this done before it starts raining, I think. I can hear it on the polytunnel, but it doesn't mean to say that it's coming down a lot yet. Because it makes a lot of noise on the polytunnel. Oh, some stringy stuff there. Oh, these are quite dry, these lobelia. They're very, very dry actually. Really, really dry. Put them there. They'll soon pick up once I've watered them in. I don't want to lose any. I hate losing plants. I'll try and use every single one, even if they break off. I think if they come this far to germinate, they have a right to live. Because it's a hard life for them, isn't it, to actually germinate. Temperature has to be correct for them to do that. Not too hot, not too cold. They've got to have enough water. All them sorts of things you've got to think about when you're growing things. So each little plant turns into a massive plant. Every single one of them has a, you don't want to make sure you get it, even if it's tiny. Well, I do. I'm just going to put all of these in here. So I've got another pot. And 2 more lots, I think. Much easier if you need to tease your roots apart to do it when they're dry, rather than trying to do it when they're wet. I'll remember that next time I'm doing something. And I need to tease the roots apart. I'll just pop this little ball in here. There. I always thought hanging baskets were so complicated, you know, but now I've done my own, they're really not that hard. It's just a matter of keeping on top of them and making sure they're well watered and you deadhead the flowers and everything. But the actual filling them up is really easy. It doesn't take much to fill them up. And you've got to remember, when you put a little weeny plant in, it grows quite big. It's starting to really rain. I need to take ink here. So I'm just going to put this on the floor. It's really wet on the way. I think they're going to need much water. They don't actually need water in the roots of the plant, like down deep in the hanging baskets. They're very wet inside, so I won't need to. I just need to like do the very top of the surface. Anyway, I'm going to go now because it's starting to rain and my dog is outside, and I don't think he'll appreciate getting really wet in the rain. So I will call it a day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was only short today, but better have a video than no video. And I'll see you again soon in the next video, which will be tomorrow. I will do another video on the 28th. Don't know if it won't be up on the 28th because I can't put them up on the days that I'm doing. It's impossible, and I'm still behind with a couple of my videos. So go across and look at those if you haven't already, just to check up on like where I done the beds yesterday, tidied up outside, things like that. Nice dirty hands. Anyway, if you like my videos, please like them and subscribe to them, and I hope I give you some kind of knowledge about things. I'm learning all that I'm learning from other people's videos, and just basically knowledge that I had from my mum when she used to do gardening and stuff. Because my mum used to like gardening when she had a little garden, and so I had an interest in gardening when she started gardening. That's where I got my interest from, basically, and my dad. But I always remember my mum pottering around in a little tiny greenhouse she had outside the back of her bungalow. Anyway, so she would be so proud of me now if she could see this polytunnel and all what I'm growing. She would be like, "Oh, Susan, I love what you're doing and everything." So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below if there's anything you want to know. Okay, see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.